In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the Euro futures today as they're realizing some further selling pressure today. We're seeing them down now 6 out of the last 7 trading sessions. And currently we're looking at a Euro future right around the 1839 level, and that's again pushing down towards the low end of the range for the last several months. And I think when you look at some of the factors why we're seeing the selling pressure persist today, data points that came out of Germany and out of the Eurozone overnight, not particularly positive. Some data points out of the United States this morning that weren't particularly positive, but really it didn't really have too much of an impact on the US dollar as the dollar continued to show strength across the board. I think another factor is just some of the volatility that we're seeing in some of the asset classes, possibly why we're seeing maybe the dollar catching a bid here, at least for the short term, and that's putting some pressure on some of these FX futures markets. As we're seeing some volatility in the crude space, we're seeing some volatility in the equity market space, and it just feels like the general trends recently have been towards the US dollar the last couple of weeks, and that's certainly being realized once again today when you look at some of the pricing activity. And I want to point out, when you look at overall, we are seeing most of the FX or most of the currency markets lower on the session, with the exception of the Japanese yen. Again, one of those, currencies that was viewed as a safe haven during times of volatility, and I think that's possibly why we're seeing the yen catching a bid here a little bit today as well. But there's no question, when you look at the general trends for today, we're seeing the dollar stronger, we're seeing the yen stronger, and we're seeing most of the other major currencies weaker, with the euro down as well.